All right. So let's go. So this is it.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh. You are the miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh.
Okay, let's not waste time. Sorry, I'm late today. Had some few setup to do before now. So just to check that we have the sound before we start. It is so this is okay. So this is worship keyboard techniques. Piano tutorial on worship keyboard techniques. We're going to explore a lot of worship keyboard techniques that are really, really mind-blowing. We start from the chords, from the progressions, from popular songs. We enter playing. And we are even going to play with bass lines. I'm going to show you some split bass line. So you get, so I'm going to show you with bass lines, how to split and the rest. So everything around worship keyboard techniques. Hopefully I'm able to cover this topic within 1 hour, because our class is always 1 hour, so that you can always go back to sleep and enjoy your sleep. All right. Okay, so good evening everybody, and if you're just watching or just joining, let me know where you're watching from, and let me know where you're watching from. And you know how we do it. You share this video. Please share this video so other people can participate. Also, you can do a favor and do at followers and at highlight, so that most of your friends and people can also see and join in. So let's go straight away. So let's start with it. I did a little bit of a script on this one. So he said, we're going to start by understanding what, because, I always start from the simple, start simple, then we'll start getting complex. This is the soundtrack we're using for today. So this
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh. You are the miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh. Your name is
So that's what we're using. And then, what you have to understand first in worship, worship keyboard techniques, what you have to understand what we mean by worship keyboard techniques. This is totally different from praise. You understand? So worship, it's let's say, give you some examples. We have popular worship songs like Nathan Ebasi songs, Frank Edwards songs, Dunsin Oyekan, and Sinach. All these people have their worship their techniques, you understand? So, but I'm going to try to show you a universal worship techniques, then show you an individual personalized worship techniques that you can apply. So make sure you watch. Why I'm just delaying this is because I want other people to join. I'm waiting for the latecomers to join. But from tomorrow, I'll not wait for them. So we are ready to go. We're ready to go. So the first things first we want to talk about is when you talk about worship keyboard techniques, then you have to be familiar with some. You have to be familiar with some certain chords. Now you have to be familiar with your major, minor, your sus chords, and your seventh chords, because all these chords are the chords that are going to form your foundation of passing. So these chords, major, minor, sus chords, and seventh chords are the chords that are going to form the foundation of your passing chords and suspended chord, and your passing chord and your chord replacement, because these are very essential in worship techniques. So I'll be giving you a lot of worship techniques. But before we go, you have to now understand in worship techniques, worship keyboard techniques, another thing that is essential that you have to understand is progressions. You understand? So there are some very popular progressions that you can come across when playing worship. You understand? Progression like this. It depends on the singer or the song you come across, but progressions like this: your 1, your 5, your 6, 4. You get something like this: 1, 5. This is an F. 6, 4. Another progression you can get is 1, 4, 5. Something like this. It's just simple. Another progression you can get is 1, 6, 2, 5, depending on the context of how they want to use it. And why I don't usually base on this progression and the rest, why I don't really stress myself on this progression and the rest, is because every singer is unique, you understand? So you can get to meet several different progressions as they sing and as they go, you understand? So it is not something that you say it is 100% constant as it flows. So progression changed. So first thing for you to understand when you're talking about worship keyboard techniques, it starts with the progression. So you have to understand what progression that is there. And just for me to give you a quick run, so before I go, remember, I always start from the little, then we'll start progressing to the tough ones and the harder ones. You understand? The first thing you have to understand when it comes to worship progression is that the most important progression when it comes to worship, especially worshiping keyboard, the most important progression. In fact, I'm going to say the most important progression in music so far is your chord 1, your chord 4, and your chord 5. There's no song in this world that don't enter this progression. You see your chord 1, chord 4, and chord 5. In fact, any other progression that you see, maybe your chord 2, your chord 3, your chord 6, your chord 7, or any other progression that you get, they are just chord replacements of chord 1 or chord 4 or chord 5. So chord 1, chord 4, chord 5 is just like your primary colors. They are the main progression you can ever come. No matter the song, no matter how you want to argue it, all songs fall within either chord 1, chord 4, or chord 5. So when you master that, if you're now going to do 6, like 6 can form a chord replacement for 1. 3 can form a chord replacement for 5. 2 can form a chord replacement for 4. And 7 can form a chord replacement for 5. But they are all doing chord replacement for your 1, 4, 5. So just know this is just like an abstract topic, so that you can just get it and you understand what's gonna be and how it's gonna be. Okay, don't forget to share this video if you're still watching, so that more people can join. Okay, so let's continue. We now know the most important progression when it comes to music. This is not a class for me to start teaching you how to train your ear to recognize progression. I've done that video previously. You can go check out my previous old videos. We are talking about worship keyboard techniques. So for you to say there's a keyboard, if you see the topic of what we're treating is worship, so there is this worship first before I say keyboard techniques. I'm not here to start saying spiritual argument of what worship really means or start giving you funny definitions of what worship is. No, naturally, an average person knows what a worship song is. You understand? I'm not here to start telling you a worship song is any song that is slow, a praise song. No, you understand? Or start telling you that once you give somebody an adoration or something, you're already worshiping. No, I'm not here for all those things. We are here to teach music, and this is it. So you can identify worship songs as an individual. Yeah, you can identify. There are too many worship songs there that you can identify. So having been able to identify worship songs, now let us go properly now to these worship techniques. So now, the first worship techniques that you have to understand and you have to know is passing chords. Yeah, passing chords, because this is the first worship techniques that is there. So passing chords. So you have to understand passing chords in worship techniques. So that is the first technique that you should apply in your playing. So after you've gotten all your regular chords, you have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can play chord 1, chord 2, chord 3, chord 4, chord 5, chord 6, chord 7, chord 8. The next thing you want to do is you want to start applying a technique called passing chord techniques to your playing, which is what it means. What passing chord means is you're moving like it's like a chord you press before it gets to your actual chord of intention. Forget about the big grammar. I'll give you a practical example. If you're going to get to your bedroom at home, or maybe you stay in a 1-bedroom flat, Let me just use a simple one that everybody is. If you're going to get into your house, you have to pass through the gates. So that gate you pass through is called the passing chord. You cannot, from the entrance of your street, you just jump. You can actually do it too. If you have wings, you just fly to your room. And even when you want to get to your room, you have to open the door. So those gates are called passing chords. But your actual intention is that you're going to your room. You understand? So that is how passing chords sit in music. So you already have the actual chord of intention you wanted to go to, but then you pass through several chords before you get to those chords, to that actual chord. Now, those chords you pass through before you get to those chords are called passing chords. So in these passing chords now, there's now something called the passing chord technique that you can apply for worship. You can now apply it for worship. You will now have the worship keyboard technique, passing chords. There's passing chords for praise and the rest, but let's deal on passing chords for worship, using passing chords as a worship keyboard technique. So now let's play something. Let's play our soundtrack now.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
So you see, now, one of the most popular passing chord techniques that you can apply, like I said, is applying passing chords to the most important chords you have there in music, which is applying passing chords to chord 1, applying passing chords to chord 4, and applying passing chords to chord 5. Because these are the chords that you can't, every music must surely have a chord 1, chord 4, or chord 5. If they don't have a chord 1, chord 4, or chord 5, then they will have chord replacements for chord 1, chord 4, or chord 5. So it's essential you know passing chords for chord 1, chord 4, and chord 5 before you start stressing yourself to know passing chords for chord 6, chord 7, then you start knowing other ones. You understand? Because these are the progressions you find. So these are progressions you come across. So in applying passing chord technique for worship, in worship keyboard techniques, the first passing chord I'm going to give you is passing chord to your 4. We'll have our 4. Very easy. Now let's play this song now. Yeah. Remember, as we keep going, like I said, along the line, we'll still talk about splits. I'm going to teach you about splits if I have more time, where you have to split your beat. So when you do something like this, you do something like this.
Your name is Yahweh. You are the miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh.
So you see,
your name is Yahweh.
I'm going to show you all those, but we start taking it slow. So I cannot just start telling you splits immediately for worship. All these are worship techniques. Techniques are so many. Worship keyboard techniques that you can try to apply. So let's go back to passing chords. We take it slow and steady, till we get to where we are going to. So now the first passing chord I'm going to show you for your chord 4 is this. So I'm going to show you passing chord to your chord 4. So let's play this song again now.
Your name is Yahweh.
So this is a very popular one. So you see, so this is, I'm going to explain it in 2 ways. Now, if you're a professional, if you're very grounded in music, something, you understand something. You understand it when I do it, but I like to explain it in a very calm way that everybody understands. But now, let's see this now. This is C minor chord. You understand? This is C minor chord. Then this is C minor 7 chord. What this means is this. So that you can talk musically, you understand? You now know what you're doing. Because it's easier for me to just tell you play your 5, flat 7, 9, 11. You understand? But this is what I want to tell you. Play your chord 5. When you play your chord 5 as a minor 7 chord, you can use that chord 5 as a passing chord to your 4. That's the first passing chord I'm going to give you. So you see this is on F major scale now. I'm doing this so that you can apply it on every key. You see, so I'm doing it, I'm explaining the chord for you, I'm also going to explain the number patterns for you. And I'm also going to explain the sulfur notes. If it is sulfur notes, it will be your so, do, re, and fa. If it is number pattern, it will be 5, flat 7, 9, and 11. If it is chord, naming the chord, this is a minor 7 chord. Yeah. So minor 7 chord. Now, let me further show you the secret so that you can apply on all key. Now, if you have your major scale, your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, play your 5 as a minor 7th. So, since C is in the position of 5, we are now playing C minor 7. Now, this C minor 7 that will play, this 5 as a minor 7, we are now using it as a passing chord to 4. So something like this. Your name is Yahweh. You see, we now use this minor 7. We converted our 5 to a minor 7. Now let's try it on another key so it can be a little bit clearer for you. So this is our 5 in C major scale. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 5. So we are now going to play G minor 7th. So eventually, if this is C minor 7th, you understand? Now we'll play G minor 7th. So G minor 7th will be this. Very easy. So this is G minor 7th. Now, for those of you that don't know what a minor 7th is, remember when I started, I say it is essential for you to know what a minor 7th chord is. 7th chord is, source chord is, all those things are essential. But you know why I'm explaining it like this? Some people can just decide to tell you play 1, 4, 5 flat, this, but you know the number pattern of what you're playing, but you can't name the chord that you're playing. So if in a professional level someone asks you what chord is that, you now tell the person the chord, I don't know the name, but it is flat, it is 5 flat 7, 6 flat this. You understand? But why I'm giving all these patterns so that every level that is watching me can understand what we are doing. And you understand that this particular chord, this is how it came across. So just to complete this, I'm going to give you the formula to getting a minor 7 chord. You understand? Now the formula to get a minor 7th chord is very easy. It is your 1, flat 3, 5, and your flat 7. 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7. So if this is C minor 7, easy. So if you have 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7, easy. This is C minor 7 chord. So on any key you can do it. If you go to B flat, you have your 1, flat 3, 5, then you have flat 7. So this is B minor 7th chord. So on any key you find yourself, so if you're playing on G, on A, whatever, all you're interested in this point is converting your 5 to a minor 7th and using that conversion that you've made to as a passing chord to your 4. And that is why we can play something like this.
Your name is Yahweh.
So you see, so when I did like this, so this is, I've converted this 5 to a minor 7th, and since C is in the position of 5 in F major scale, I played C minor 7. So I use this as a passing chord to 4. Now you ask, what do you play on your left hand? Easy. You can just decide to play one single note, and that is the thing with chords. It's not every chord that maybe you're playing a 13th chord or a 5-note chord. As you play 5 notes on your right hand, you now play 5 notes on your left hand. What are you trying to do? If I nod your eye, it's not it. That's not how chords. Some chords you hold 4 notes on your left hand, and you can only just hold 1 note on your right hand. It's going to sound well. Some you hold 3 notes. You hold 2 notes on your left hand. It's going to sound well. So it's not compulsory that as you hold 4 notes on your left hand and right hand, you must hold 4 notes on your right hand. Sometimes it sounds too cloggy, and too heavy. So this is it. I will give you a tip for your left hand. Only play your 5 and your 7, your 5 and your 9, which is your saw and your re. Then on your right hand, you just play your 5 as a minor 7th. So we've gotten the passing chord for chord 4. Now you can use this passing chord for chord 4, and this is called passing chord worship techniques. That's the first worship keyboard technique we are today in, passing chord. So we've done for 4. So now let's do this again. You play your normal worship.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name
So good. Now you can do this. To further spice it up, you can do this. So it makes more sense when you do. You can just do only this. Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yah. But you can do this. Your name is Yahweh. Your name is. See, so I did this and this. So what did I play here? I played this is my chord 1, but then I played the second inversion of chord 1, but I brought it close. So when you do this minor 7th chord from your 5, convert your 5 to a minor 7th chord, you now come down to your chord 1, second inversion. Let me give you the number pattern so it's easy. So it's your 5, 8, 10. You can play that one with your both hands since it's a triad chord. So 5, 8, 10, which is your so, do, mi. So if you do your name is Yahweh, your name is Yahweh, then you go to 4. 4 is the actual place you want to go. Your name is Yahweh, your name is Yahweh. Now to even make it more spicy, you can add little notes to these passing chords. We are in passing chord to 4. After that one, I'll go to 5, go to 1, then go to 6, and other ones, and see how it goes. And I'll also show you how to do it with splitting for those people that split that don't have bases. Now, if you do this, your name is Yah. So you can do this one. So you see, your name is Yah. So you're doing something like this. So before you get to this minor 7th chord you're using, you can play 8 flat 7, 8 7 flat 7, which is do ti do. So when you're pressing the do, which is a flat 7, you're already striking the chord. So you're doing do ti, then you hold the. You see. So your name is Yah. Now, to even make it sound more full and more interesting, keep your hand on your 5 steady. So do like this. See what's happened? My hand is steady on 5. So steady on 5, I play 5 and 8 together, 5 and 7 together. Then when I want to play 5 and flat 7, I hold the chord. Something like this. I'll do it slowly now. Your name is Yahweh. So you can decide to just stay on your left hand. On your left hand, you can just do your name is Yahweh. So your name is Yahweh. You can decide not to press anything on your left hand till you get to the minor 7th. Then you just do so. It's something like this. Your name is Yahweh. So you see. Interesting. So this is one way to use passing chord technique for worship. Very interesting, right? So this is passing chord techniques for worship. So let's play it again and see how it sounds. So this passing chord to 4, then we'll go to passing chord to 5, then passing chord to 1. Then we'll start getting to more complex passing chords that are really, really crazy. Go.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
Very easy. Your name. Let's go again.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh. You are the miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
Again.
Your name is Yahweh.
So very easy. Now, if you're splitting, it's the same thing that applies. Let's say, for example, you're splitting your keyboard right away. You're going to sound something like this. So you have very easy. So if I'm singing,
Your name is Yahweh. Your name
at this point now, I'm doing it's quite a little different when you're playing split. You know, I'm explaining these two things so it's easier any way you want to do it. So you're doing something like this. So you're doing something like this. So on your right hand, you're just holding. You don't need to do on your right hand. Just hold the minor 7 chord, then you hold your chord 1 second inversion. So why on your left hand you're doing something like this. So the first one, you hold your 1, then 6 flat 6 5. So do la si so, do la si so, do la si so. Then you now do something like ready do. So this is D, ready do, which is 9 flat 9 8. So you combine the both of them, it's gonna sound something like this. So now you strike. You see, I'm striking when I'm on my 5 here. I'm converting this 5 to a minor 7. Then when I'm on my 1 here, I'm playing my 1 second inversion. So then you go to your 4. So let's play it and see how it sounds.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
Very easy. So you see, easy for those who are using splitting. It's easier for you now to know what to do with these same passing chords. But if you're not splitting, all you have to do, you can just do this on here. You can just like do something. Your name is Yah. You're doing. So that's part way. It's easy and clear enough for anybody to understand. Yeah. Easy and clear enough for everybody to understand. So the next passing chord we want to go. We have a lot of things to do. What's the time now? Okay, I'm going to see how far we can go. So we are still talking about worship keyboard techniques, and we are talking about using passing chords, which is the number 1 keyboard techniques I've talked about. So now we are talking using. I've given a passing chord for chord 4, which I said 1, 4, 5 are the most popular progressions you always come across. So those are the progressions I want to give passing chords for. So we started with this particular passing chord to 4, and now let's go to passing chord to 5 and see how it sounds. So let's go right away. Ready? Let's go. So this is it. Don't forget our passing chord.
Your name is Yahweh. You are the miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh.
You see what happened now?
You are the miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh.
So I use this. This is just a single one. Now, quite crazy. A lot of persons will want to do this. So this is it. In a second. So this is also a minor 7 chord. I'm converting my flat 5 to a minor 7 chord. So this is B minor 7. I can just tell you play your flat 5, 6, flat 9, 10. This is the number pattern. The sofa note will be So, La, D, and Mi. But the chord name is minor 7th. So remember, when we wanted to do passing chord to 4, we used our minor 7th. We converted our 5 as a minor 7th, and it formed a passing chord to 4. Now, when you want to do passing chord to 5, you convert your flat 5 to a minor 7th, and you can use it as a passing chord to 5. So if we do something like this.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh. You are the miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh.
So you see what I did?
You are the miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh.
Cool. I don't want to do this. You're the miracle working God. The fee passing chord that is so popular that everybody know. No, do this. You're the miracle working God. Very easy. Now you remember what to do. On your left hand, you just play your flat 5 and your flat 9. So this is the passing chord. So let's go passing chord for 1.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh. You are the miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh.
So this is it. Your name is Yahweh. So use this as a passing chord to 1. I so much love this chord. This chord is very nice. Now, what is this chord? This is your diminish. But let's do it diminish flat 5. If you do this like this now this is diminish. But if you do like this will be minor 7 flat 5. But I don't want to confuse you with all those ones. So let's end there. Let's end there. So use this one as a passing chord to 1. So what's this chord? You convert your chord, your 2 to a diminished chord. So this is normally our chord 2 is G minor. So if you convert G minor to diminish, it will be this. So this, when you convert your 2 to a diminished chord, you can use this as a passing chord to 1. Now the number pattern for those people that are not too familiar with chords is your 2 4 flat 6. You can use that as passing chord to 1. Then the suffer notes for those people that are not too familiar with number pattern is Re, Fa, and Z. For those people that are familiar with chords, it's your G diminished chord. Then you come back to 1. Now, what next to do? You can add this. If you add this will be G minus 7 flat 5. But let's leave that out. You can add this. You can just add your 8 here to give it a special spice. So you see? So now let's try it again.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
So remember,
You are the miracle
passing chord to 5.
God. Your name
There you go to 5. So I wanted to come down. Your name is Yahweh. So you see. Now, most times when you do this chord, I've not talked about chord replacement. You can do this as a chord replacement. Instead of coming back to a regular chord 1, convert this chord 1 to a major 7th chord. Now, we are now entering chord replacements. Now, we've talked about using passing chord as a keyboard worship techniques. Now, we are now going to using chord replacements as a keyboard worship technique. So when you do, your name is Yahweh, you're the miracle working God, your name is Yahweh. So do this, don't do your name is Yahweh. You can do this, but why don't you just add, make it a major 7th? So that major 7th is your 1 3 5 7. On your left hand, don't play 2 chords, just play one single note. Easy peasy. Now, to further spice it up, since we have started talking a little bit about chord replacement, when you want to do your chord 4, play this chord. This is a sus chord. Play this chord. Play this chord. This is a sus 2 chord. This is sus 4. This is sus 2. You understand? So this is sus 2. This is sus 4. Now, use this as a chord replacement. As a chord replacement to your 2. Now, this will be major add 2, but I don't want to get you all confused at that point, so I'll give you the number patterns. Now, this is it. Now, when I do your name is Yahweh, your name is Yahweh. You see, I didn't play my regular 4 now. I've done a chord replacement now. Your name is Yahweh. Sounds very crazy and beautiful. So these are worship techniques that you apply. That's why when somebody come and play the keyboard after you played your own, their own is sounding much better because their voicing pattern and their keyboard pattern is totally different. The techniques they are using is different. You understand? So let's continue worship keyboard techniques. Now, after you've done this one, so this chord replacement for 4 is your left hand is playing 4 8s, right hand is playing 4 5 6 8s. Suffer note will be fa and do. Suffer note for your right hand will be fa, sol, la, and do. So you do your name is here. Your name is here. You do this as 4. So you understand. So this is it. Then for your chord 1, you use a major 7. That's a chord replacement. Then you're a miracle working God. Passing chord to 5. Your name is here. So if you want to do a chord replacement for 5, you can do this. Your name is here. You can do this as a chord replacement for 5. I like this chord. It's a very crazy chord. Beautiful chord. So this is minor 6. This is minor 6. If you add a 1, doesn't make any difference. So this is just minor 6. But these chords can be, can be giving some people headache. So just know that this thing you hold here is minor 6. Let me give you the this is G minor 6. How is it G minor 6? You hold your G minor chord, add your 6 to it. This is in G major scale is this. So if you have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, your la is your 6. So if you hold G major chord, you hold G minor chord, just add a 6 to it. This is G minor 6. Easy. So you see, you're learning about chords, small. Okay. Now, not to get you confused, the number pattern for it is 2 4 6 7. Understand? 2 4 6 7. Make sure you have shared this video. Thank you. 2 4 6 7. So you use this as what? As a chord replacement for your 5. Now, to further even make it a 9th chord, if you want to make it a 9th chord, add your 9. Ooh, I like this one. Then on your left hand, very easy, just play one note, which is your 5. Or you can decide to play your 5 here, your 5 here. So if you do, you are the miracle working God, your name is here. You see what happened? Your name is here. Then you come back to 1, but play a chord replacement. Now we see how simple it is. Now I'm going to play this song with the regular chord, then play it using the passing chord and chord replacement I've played, so you can tell the difference. So if we go, your name is Yahweh, your name is Yahweh, you are the miracle working God, your name is Yahweh. Regular chord pattern. Now let's try the passing chord and chord replacement keyboard worship technique I've just showed you. So if you do, your name is Yahweh, your name is Yahweh, you are the miracle working God, your name is Yahweh. Which one sounds much better? This one. Cool. Now, you have known all these chords, you can still apply them to other songs. It's not like it's only this song. You are God from beginning to the end. There's no place for argument. You are God all by yourself. You see, so every other song that has the same progression you can apply. However, the proper way to use it is when you use the regular progression, then you can switch and apply this one. Use the regular progression. It's not just every single time you're using this one. No, mix it up. That's what makes it unique and make it fine. Now, wherever you have this one, because of time, I can't give you more or more. I have to go to other techniques. Do you understand? Where you have this one, you can even do arpeggio movement. So you can do something like this. What was that song we are using? So if you do, your name is you see. Now to further make it more beautiful, I'm not just holding the, I'm doing something like this. Add more spice to your play. Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh. Sure. Simple thing. Simple thing, it's just creativity. You understand? It adds more color to your play. It's not like if you play it like that, it's not going to sound very beautiful. You understand? But this one, it adds more color and more beauty to your play. So this is it. So the next one now, I want to show you. If you want to try, okay, let's use this passing chord, this particular passing chord. Now, the next worship keyboard techniques that you're going to try to use, you have your grace notes techniques. You have your grace notes techniques. You have your slap chord techniques. Now, this is how slap chord is. It's a technique. Watch.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
You see what happened? I did. So these are slap chord technique. And you know, when you can slap the bass, you can also slap the keyboard. So I'm going to give you one slap chord techniques and we'll move to the next one. So slap chord technique for your chord 4. So this is it. So you're doing something like this. So how is it? It's you're making your keyboard look like a slap. So you're doing something like it. So you must have that. You see how it's sounding? When you become a pro on it, you now start something like this. Can you? You can even slap on passing chord. So do something like that. Okay, so what's the slap chord for chord 4? I'll only show you for chord 4, so we'll move to the next one, you understand? See, slap chord, all these topics I'm treating in just one topic that I'm pressing like this, they are wide topic on their own. So if you want to learn further stuff on any particular technique you feel you want to improve on, you can always send me a private message and book a section. So let's continue. So we have chord 4, which is this. So now this is the trick behind it. You look at it, this is your 5 against your 6, which is your saw against your la. So you're doing like this. Now look at these 2 fingers. You see your thumb. You have your thumb, you have your second finger, you have your third finger. So your second finger and third finger will play. Your second finger plays 5, your third finger plays 6. So you're doing something like this. So this is slap. But then this is it. While you're playing this, make sure that your thumb is on your 3 and your last finger is on your 8, which is your thumb is on your mi and your other finger is on your do. So it has to be like this. So you're doing something like this now. So while you do like this, you strike it at the same time. So you're doing something. So you get, so originally it is like this, but now this hand is like this. Don't take it off. So while you slap like this, make sure these hands are positioned. So that's how you do it. Now on your left hand, there have to be a chord replacement for that. So left hand is playing 1 and 4 and 1, which is your fa and do. So you're doing something like this. So you see. So let's apply this and see.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
See, your name is here. This is what I've shown you. I've already shown you this passing chord to 1. So your name is Yahweh. So when you hear some keyboard sounds like a broken bottle, bang, bang, sounds interesting. So it's called slap chord techniques. So cool. So that's another worship technique and worship keyboard techniques you can apply. I've shown you slap chord techniques for chord 4. Unfortunately, I can't show you for other progressions because of time. I have to treat other techniques also. So we've done passing chords, we've done passing chords, we've done chord replacement, we've done slap chords and the rest. Now the next worship keyboard techniques you can apply is scale. scales. So using scales as a worship keyboard technique. For example, watch this.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
So see, so I'll give you some skills you can apply to spice up your worship. Use as a worship keyboard technique. You can either use this skill to end the song or to start the song. And I like this one. I use them so much. So this is like this. Okay. So this is like this. Oh, this microphone. Okay, this. Okay, good. So I'll show you this one. So you start the scale from your left hand, which is your 1 5. This is it, 1 5. Then you roll. That is it. So you just repeat what you're doing. So 1 5. Then you go 1 4 5 8 5 8 11 12. Which is do so do fa so do fa so. So you're doing like this. That's the scale. Then you can repeat it. So what you do? Simple. So you just repeat. You can decide to now play it fast. There's this one is the forward movement. The backward movement in. So imagine you want to start up a song and you do something like this. Cool. So it's a very cool worship technique you can apply your play. And one thing about this scale, you can even apply it in between you can use this as a passing scale. Just as we have passing chords, we have passing scale also. You can use this as a passing scale to some progressions that you like. For example, let's take this song again.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
So you see what's happening? I'm using it as a scale. I even use this scale as a replacement for my 4, because when I do something like this,
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
see?
You are the miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh.
Let's go
Your
again.
name is Yahweh.
I'll do it
Your
now.
name is Yahweh. You are the miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh.
Crazy. So you can use this one. There are other skills you can use, but you can use this one. This is very nice. So you can use this as a worship keyboard techniques. Now, you see, I'm explaining this for you, and I'm giving you specific examples that you can apply. Now, then, what you should understand is, if I tell you can use skills, I've given you this specific example from my own. That shouldn't be the end point. You understand? You can always go and look for more skills to apply. I've shown you this is how to apply them. You can now look for more skills to apply. Now the next one I'm going to show you abstract skills. It's like I call it abstract skills because it just appears and goes out. So if you hear someone play something like this, sometimes
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is
you see what I do. Your name is Yahweh. You see what's happened. See, crazy. So some people can do your name is Yah. You see, it's just some kind of crazy distracted scale. Your name is Yahweh. You see, your name is Yahweh. So it's just cool. So now let me think of one that I'll give you before I go to the next one.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name
So do this one. I like this one.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
So it's just simple. You're doing. So this is like, remember what I showed you earlier? I showed you slap chords. You understand? So use the slap chord for your chord 4. You do something. There you do them. When you do this, then you now do. You come back. So you now play 1 flat 3 2 3 flat 3 2 1. So. But when you do your flat 3 to 2, you slide it. So you do. So it's normally supposed to be 5 6 5. Then 3 flat 3 2 1. Watch. With slap chords, you have to play this one as slap chord. So if you play something like this.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
See?
You are
Very easy. It's cool. There are other ways you can do it. You can do this one.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name.
So you can do this one for the passing chord I showed you. You're doing something like this. So you remember the passing chord I showed you to 4 is it? Well, you can do this. This is chromatic on your left. Yeah. So you're doing your 5 flat 6 6 flat 7 7. Just so you're doing. So let's try that one.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
You see?
You are the miracle working God. Your name.
Now this particular scale or distractive scale doesn't have to apply on any progression. Any progression you want it to apply, it's going to apply. Do you understand? So there are too many worship keyboard techniques. In fact, I don't even know if we continue like this, how sure we are going to go today. So I'll round up soon. So let me go straight to splitting. Let me go to splitting. So splitting, splitting the ability when you're using bass to play. So something like this, like this. So watch what happens now.
Your name is Yahweh.
Remember, I've shown you this one.
Your name is Yahweh. You are the miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
Showing you this.
You are the miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh. Everybody say your name is Yahweh.
So now what you do when you want to play split is very easy. I've shown you if you check when I talked about bass lines for praise, I explained some things about bass lines. So your foundations for splitting, you have to know the universal bass line for split, which is first of all you have to study how a bassist should sound. So that's why when you listen to a song, you don't just listen to the song like everybody. You understand? You have to and see how the bassist sounds. You understand? Notice how a bassist sounds. So when you're playing, you have to see how you can emulate that kind of playing. So the first thing for split is a worship technique. It's a technique you can use. You understand? Instead of just playing your keyboard, you see the other way I was playing with only keyboard. Well, when I added the bass, the other one I showed you is probably when you don't have a bassist there, or even if you have a bassist, But this one, when you can split, you play bass, and it makes it sound fuller and even more interesting to some people. They're like, "Whoa, is there a bass guitarist here?" So good. So these are the techniques you use. So for bass, you don't play bass as chords. You break down the chords. So if you have your chord 1, I'll give you what 2. It's your 1 5 8. Your chord 4 is your 4 8 11. Your 5 is your 5 9 12. Easy. So now if you have a song, now for bass, for splitting, you will now focus on chords on your right hand, which is chord strumming. There's something called chord strumming. So if I'm playing something like this, or I do something like this, you see? I'm gonna play major 7. So I'm gonna show you. So you now know you have your 1 5 8 1 chord 1, 4 8 11 chord 4, and 5 9 12 chord 5. Now let's play this song and see some bass we can use for split and use that as a keyboard technique, worship keyboard technique. See, this topic is very large. Like it can take me 6 months to show. So there's too many techniques, but these ones can help you. Yeah, you understand? It can help you. Obviously, if I'm going to trade this topic again, we can have part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6. I'm trying my best so I can cover as much as I can cover within a very short period of time. Normally, I don't even spend so much time like this. So sorry about that, but I really want you to understand. But if you want me to end the class right now, I don't mind. I can end the class. So let's continue. I'll be rounding up very soon. So maybe later on I might do a special class on specific bass lines for worship. So let's see something.
Your name is Yahweh.
See what I'm doing?
Your name is Yahweh. You are the
I'm strumming on my right hand.
God. Your name is Yahweh.
So if I do
Your
that,
name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
I'm gonna show you
You are
this.
the miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh. Everybody say your name is Yahweh.
So what am I doing is, if you look at your bass, the bass and number patterns I gave you, you have a 1 5 8. The rhythm is this. So that's how you're striking. So you're striking this twice. This is your chord 1. So on your left hand you're doing doom doom doom. So 1 5 8 1 5 8. So you strike right hand on your 1. You strike right hand on your 8. So
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh. You are the miracle working God.
you can apply all those passing chords I've given you. It's just like for the bass. Instead of you to play two notes, you only play the roots of that. So if you have this as a passing chord to 5,
Your name is Yahweh.
then this is 5. So see, so let's apply this one, then go. So you see,
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh. You are the miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh.
now if you want to do something like a note movement for your bass, it's easy. Now look at any note from the start of the chord to the end of the chord. So if you have your 1 and 8, which is 1 5 8, if you notice from year to year, you have your 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So you can play with any notes within 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and it's going to be fun. For example, watch.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
So I used any note. When it comes to 4, the same thing. You play from 4 till you get to 11. The same thing from 5 till you get to 12. So let's do the example. I'm going to give you some specific example, but I'm showing you the general way so that when you want to do your own rehearsal, you don't have to sound like me. You can sound like yourself.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh. You are the miracle working God. Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
So you get. Now let me show you some really crazy stuffs that you can apply after you've known this bass line So something like this, you can apply something like this. So we do this.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name is Yahweh.
So you see why I did something? Yeah, this is quite crazy. So let's go again.
Your name is Yahweh. Your name
That is. So I'll give you with this one that I round up. So you're doing something like this. Oh, that's really crazy. I don't even know if you might get it at this point. Okay, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to end the class right now because we're really out of time. Then let's see what happens. If we have more time within the week, I might come back to this topic and continue worship keyboard techniques that you're going to find more interesting. So that will be all for now. Thanks for watching and good night.